Hi everyone, Sarah here with Tenderfoot Village. So for this tutorial, you're going to need 6 Dollar Tree Christmas trees, the 18-inch mini trees, and glue sticks, a hot glue gun, a pair of scissors, zip ties, and some small floral wire. First, you'll need to remove the contents from the tree boxes. Then discard the extra pieces in the box. So the 3 legs and the piece at the bottom of the tree, you won't be needing those. So you can go ahead and get rid of them. You're going to want to do this for all 6. Once you've done that, go ahead and get 2 of the trees and place them end to end. And then we'll move on to the next step. So now you're going to need zip ties, scissors, and the floral wire, and your hot glue gun and hot glue sticks. Now you're going to want to take one of the zip ties and just tighten it down on the 2 ends that are together, and you're going to want to pull pretty tight and make sure it's secure. Once you've done that, just go ahead and clip off that extra piece at the end. Then you're going to want to grab your floral wire and start wrapping it around. You're going to want to do this, you first secure it, of course, then you're going to want to really wrap it around pretty good. I would say probably 20 or 30 times to really get it secure. Once you're done with that, then just go ahead and cut it off. You do not need to tie this part because we will be hot gluing it. I just tuck it and hide it. So now I'm going to go ahead and hot glue. And you're going to want to repeat these steps until you end up with 3 sets. Once you have those 3 sets, you're going to want to take them and align them to where they are in the shape of a star. Once you've done that, you're going to take your zip ties and you're going to begin to zip tie the sections. Right now I'm trying to figure out the right spot. I'm going to put them between the X shape towards the top. So I'm just going to zip tie this down, and then I'm going to zip tie it and really pull tight, and I'm checking now to make sure the pieces are tight and secure. I'm going to go ahead and add a 3rd zip tie to make sure that it's really secure. Once you're done, clip off the excess. You should end up with this shape. Okay, once you've got your star shape and your zip ties have been secured, now you're going to begin fluffing the limbs so that it bushes out. And you're just going to do this for each section until you get all the way around. Now I'm just fluffing it out a little bit more to make sure I like the way it looks, and I do. So now we've created our snowflake. At this point, it's really going to be up to you. At this point, I would say it's totally whatever your budget is or however creative you want to get, this is where you can run with it. So I'm not worried about this showing. This is not a concern. If you're bothered by it, you could probably put a little piece of green felt or dark colored felt to cover it up, but this is going to get hidden by everything else that we put on in the center, so it's really not a big deal. So let's get started decorating. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my paint that I'm going to be using. I think that I saw this in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, how you can kind of paint the wreath, kind of give it a snowy look, and I think that that's what I'm going to go with. All right, so I'm just going to kind of brush it on sparsely. I'm not trying to coat every single little thing. I just want to kind of get it spread out to look like snow on the branches. on the greenery. So I'm starting in the middle just to because this is going to be covered. So this is where we're going to test out my strokes, just so that if I don't like it, I can hide it. I actually really like it. I think it's going to look pretty neat. All right, I think I like how that looks. And we can go back later and touch up wherever we feel like it needs more, but I really think that looks pretty good. All right, so once this dries, because it's still kind of wet, so once this dries, we will start applying the decorations. Okay, so we're ready to start adding the decorations that we'd like to our wreath. And I just want to show you guys how simple this could be. So I got this bow at the Dollar Tree right here. And I think that even just adding this bow makes a beautiful, simple, I guess I could have left that on, a beautiful, simple wreath that you could put on your door or wherever you're going to put. Just adding that little bow. But I am going to do a little bit more. So I need to say this ahead of time. So I made this bow, and it was my first attempt. I just went on Pinterest and found a bow tutorial and watched a couple of them, and this is what I came up with. It's not perfect, but I love it and I'm proud of it. So I think I'm just going to let it run, the video run, while I try to kind of figure out how I'm going to arrange everything, so you can kind of see that process. And I'll speed it up though. So I do want to let y'all know that the ribbon for the bow that I made, I did get at Joann's. And these little red pieces that I'm putting in here, I actually got those at Walmart. They were 98 cents a piece, 98 cents a piece, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Also, the little tea that I'm going to be adding here shortly, I got that at Walmart as well, for around the same price. I want to say under $1.50 for sure. Okay, I think I got it where I want it. I'm going to start gluing. Okay, so now I think I want to add a little T, because my last name starts with a T. All right. I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll have a picture of the finished piece at the very end.